everyone, this is Rabnio's blog, and welcome to At the Movies. So today's movie I'll be reviewing today is the Hey Arnold Jungle movie. Now, before I get into my thoughts about this movie, I would like to remind everyone that new videos will be posted up every Sunday, and if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean that there was a bit of anime news released during the week that I wanted to cover, so those would be considered special videos. And every Monday, I will have the top 15 animated facts series where I list 15 facts about the cartoon shows you have requested, and those will be posted every Monday. So now let's get into this movie of Hey Arnold the Jungle movie. So what happens in this movie is that it starts off with Arnold trying to enter a school contest where whoever performs the most humanitarian projects will be able to win a trip to go to Central America. And Arnold's classmates all came together and said, "Hey, we're gonna help Arnold win this contest." So they all came together and made this video detail about all the times Arnold has helped the gang, and he ends up winning the contest. And the reason why Arnold wanted to win this contest so badly is because he knows that his parents are somewhere in Central America. Because one of the major themes of the original series was Arnold trying to find his parents and his parents being lost in Central America. So this contest was a chance for Arnold to get a chance to get to Central America to find his parents. And so Arnold ends up winning the contest, and he and his classmates end up going to Central America, and they end up meeting one of Arnold's parents' friends named Eduardo. And Eduardo said, I know where your parents are at. And Arnold's like, "Oh, okay, I'll follow you if you know where my parents are at." And then it turns out there's a big twist midway through where the big villain, the big bad of the movie, La Sombra, wants to ends up tricking Arnold and the gang, and he ends up trying to get Arnold to force him to take him to the treasure that deals with green eyes or something like that. And Arnold's like, "No, I won't do it." And La Sombra's like, "You're gonna have to do it or else I hurt your friends." So he takes Arnold with him, and Arnold ends up being accompanied by Helga and Gerald through this trip, and they try to find this mysterious treasure that deals with the green eyes before La Sombra hurts his friends or hurts him in general. So, what are my thoughts about this movie? Okay, let me say it like this. Um, it's like this big star of my childhood that used to shine so brightly when I was little. And then when the show got canceled, that star just diminished all of a sudden. And now the show has resurfaced again, and it's like the star has shined brightly again. That's my feelings about this movie. It's been years since Hey Arnold's been on the air, and I've been waiting for a long time to see the Jungle movie and see if Arnold ever find his parents or not. Excuse me. And so I think this movie did a really good job at meeting our expectations, because one of my biggest fears about the Hey Arnold Jungle movie coming out was that they were going to change so much about the characters and so much about the setting that it would like dumb down all the characters, and I didn't want to see that. But this movie proved me so wrong. Like, it feels like I was watching the TV series all over again, because the characters remained faithful to the original series. The setting was still the same. I did like that moment at the beginning where Helga's like telling her dad, "Dad, nobody use beepers anymore. They use cell phones." So I like that bit of information. I like that joke at the beginning of the movie. But I like how that type of joke doesn't really affect the whole movie. Like, I like how the movie, even though it's set in a more modern day setting, the fact that the characters use their cell phones and stuff like that, it never really override the movie. Like, it still feels like an adventure film, and that's what I really liked about the movie, is that it still feels like a film. The main goal of the film is Arnold trying to find his parents, and this is what this film really accomplished, really set out to do. And I also like the moments that Arnold has with Helga and Gerald in this movie. Like, I like how one scene Arnold's like, "I'm sorry, Gerald, that I didn't tell you what was really going on," and Gerald gets mad at him about that, because it provides some real tension between Arnold and Gerald's relationship or friendship with each other. Because in the original series, you see that their friendship is pretty much unbreakable, and then this movie kind of tests their friendship a bit. So I enjoy seeing that, and I also like how this movie tries to progress Arnold's relationship with Helga. Like, I like how Helga's like, still debating about whether or not she should tell Arnold how she really feels about him. And Arnold's like, I might know that Helga likes me, but I don't know for sure. So I like how Arnold Helga's relationship is dealt with in this movie. Um, And then I like the fact that this movie has a very adventurous feel. Like there was a lot of intense moments in this movie, especially dealing with La Sombra, the big bad, and how he's trying to hurt the kids, and how he do anything to get that treasure, even if that means he's going to kill his own men or kill the kids to get to it. So I think he was a really great villain, and I would have loved to see more of La Sombra, or any other villain that's like up to La Sombra's level. And I also like how this movie still has its comedy beats. Like there's still a lot of funny moments in this movie, and I found myself almost laughing throughout the entire film. So that was awesome. This movie's like really funny to watch, and I love how there's so much comedy in this movie, as much as there's a lot of drama in this movie. Because that's something this series was always good for, was the balance between comedy and drama, and I think this movie did it so well. Um, if there was some issues I had with this movie, is that if you're not a fan of Hey Arnold, or you never seen the show before, chances are you might be lost about what's going on in this movie. Like why is Arnold's parents disappear? What happened? How did they disappear? You're probably going to be wondering how that happened, so you would have to watch the TV series to figure that out. And then I felt like there were some scenes they went through a little too fast. Like I wish they developed more with Arnold's relationship with Helga, or have more moments between Arnold and Helga throughout the movie. And same thing with Arnold and Gerald. Like I feel like there wasn't enough moments between Arnold and Gerald and Arnold and Helga throughout this film. And I also wanted to see more from his classmates. Like I felt like his classmates, Arnold's classmates, was thrown to the background except for Gerald and Helga. And I would have liked to see Arnold's classmates do a little more in this film. But overall, I'm not going to rate this movie, but I'm going to be like, do I recommend this film or not? Yes, I highly recommend you watch this film. If you're a huge Hey Arnold fan like I am, or you grew up with Hey Arnold, chances are you're going to love this movie. I love this movie because it was reminding me of why Hey Arnold was so good to begin with. Because it has this comedy, it's got its drama, the characters still remain the same, the humor and everything still remained the same. So it feels like I was watching the same show I watched years ago when I was a kid, when this show first came out. So it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you're a huge Hey Arnold fan. So yes, I definitely recommend you check out this movie whenever you can. So that's my movie review for Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie. And have you seen the movie? And if you did you hate the movie? Did you love the movie? Do you think this movie did everything right for the TV series? And do you think the show should have a sixth season? That's one thing I want to talk about. Is they were thinking about giving the show six seasons. So do you think the show should have a sixth season? For me personally, I'd be okay with how things ended in this movie. If they decided not to make a sixth season for this show, I wouldn't be that upset. There are some things they could expand on in the sixth season, like Arnold and Helga's relationship with each other, or Arnold's parents. Those are some things I think they could expand more in the sixth season. But overall, I'm really enjoying what I got out of this movie, and I wouldn't mind if there was no sixth season or not. But tell me in the comments below, do you think Hey Arnold should get a sixth season, or do you think it's fine where it is? Please feel free to comment below, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter so we can keep you updated on new videos we post up, and also like our Facebook page. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabdia's blog Animation Bliss, and I'll see you later.